In dealing with debt, there's a spike in the number of Americans counting on credit cards to make ends meet. Let's bring in expert Ted Rossman, industry analyst at creditcards.com, standing by now. Ted, are Americans falling deeper into credit card debt, especially with many losing their jobs and now leaning on credit cards just to buy groceries?
We've seen a big shift over the past several months in how people are paying for groceries. We've seen a 70% lift in the number of people using credit cards. It's taken market share from both debit and cash, which suggests to me that sadly it's because people can't pay for these things right now, so they need to finance them with credit. I think if they had the money, they would be using debit or cash because that used to comprise 3/4 of the grocery market as recently as December of 2019. So as much as I'm a big fan of using credit cards for rewards, that hadn't been moving the needle. What's really started to move the needle for people is as the stimulus check runs out and as the savings runs out, they're looking for ways to finance these purchases.
Ted, is there a chance that people want to buy online or use credit cards that might be cleaner than cash?
I think for some people there's a sanitary angle to it, but that is hardly the whole story. I get that people are less likely to use cash these days because it might be dirty, but the fact that even more market share is being lost by debit cards, I mean, it doesn't really matter if you're using credit or debit from a sanitary standpoint. Either one can be contactless. You can load it into a mobile payments app. So I really think what's going on here is people are looking for the ability to finance these purchases.
What else did you learn in your survey?
We also found another big shift in terms of online grocery delivery. And while there's a ton of interest in it these days, there's also a lot of problems. More than 8 in 10 people said that they're having some issue. Some of the more common ones were items out of stock and being unable to get a good delivery time, or maybe the delivery showed up late or with some things that were not of desired quality. I think there's a real opportunity for these grocery companies because if they can nail online delivery, this could be a habit that sticks with people. But I think the flip side is true also. If people try it and they don't like it, then they're not going to stick with it during and especially after the pandemic.
Thank you, Ted. We always appreciate your comments. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me. All the best.
For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.